Before I get out of here, just want to do a morning chit chat with the family. It's been a minute since I have gotten up here and did one of these morning chit chats, especially since we haven't been burning our candles, family. So, burning our candles is something that we started again, right? I was getting clarity into a lot of things. I'm going to say this, family: burn your candles. Don't burn your candles on your ancestors' altar, because something there the ancestors has been tugging about, but definitely you can burn your candles right off of your ancestors altar. So in addition to things that you may be going through, right, you could burn your candles for that extra, for the extra energy, for the extra light, right, but off of the ancestors altar. So burn it in your sacred space, but not on the actual ancestors altar, right? Because that's mainly what the ancestors was speaking of. It's something regarding the light that they need to follow, and it's the natural light that needs to be followed. But don't burn it on the ancestors' altar. So I hope I'm making sense for some of you all, right? Burn it separate. Okay, it's just like some things that we don't put on our ancestors' altar, right? It's no different. But I wanted to just come up here and say good morning, family. Just do a morning chit chat. Last night, family, we had some heavy energy coming through on that live. I had a beautiful time with the family on that live, where we had some energy, right? I have a lot of my spiritual family, a lot of my family that's up there and that was up there last night, that they may be going through some things. They may not want to discuss it, right, publicly. And I understand some of you all do send me emails afterwards. So I'm aware of that. I try to go and I try to check a lot of my emails after the live as well, to see what family is speaking about in there. But there was a lot of energy coming through. Ancestors have been trying to catch my attention regarding some of the family that's in there that I need to focus on. Okay. Most of the time when ancestors coming through and I need to just stay still, listen, they will interfere with my gadget. They'll knock things out. They'll turn things off. They'll turn things on. So I know that I need to just be in that meditative state and just listen to what the ancestors is bringing through. All right. One of the things is, one of the families was MIA last night that I was calling, Samantha, right? And you may be up here, you may watch the replay later. But she was not Samantha, excuse me, not Samantha, not you, Samantha, but Samantha, I remember I did tell you to take care of your health. So please do that, okay? Because something is definitely brewing there. Like I said, taking plenty of fluids. It wasn't Samantha though, it was Christina. Right? I was looking for a Christina. Christina was MIA, right? And I'm like, is Christina missing? She was missing from the live. Okay. I did wind up getting in contact with Christina later, right? So that's something that I'm just sharing with you all, family, how ancestors do work with us. And she did share a lot of things with me, right? It just felt like she had a significant blow to her face, all the way down from the ear, like I was saying, all the way down to the ear, to the tooth or nerve. I'm like, what the heck is this? And family, when you all are not there conversing with me back and forth, right? It's hard for me to go into depth about some things that ancestors is bringing through. But Christina did tell me about some implants that she had, right? Some teeth implants that she had. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. The pain was excruciating. All right, family. So any of you all who ever had that work done in your mouth, I don't know. I never had it, but I can feel it on you all. So when you all go through a procedure or go through something, trust me, when people say that they have empathy and sympathy for you, I'm one of those people. I can have empathy and sympathy because I could feel it, as well as when you all tell me that, I can sympathize, I can empathize with you all, okay? Because I'm on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to things, right? I'm an empath and I can pick up people's emotions and I can feel what you are going through as well. I can physically feel a lot of the things that people are going through in their life. And that's another reason why I stay in meditation, family. That's another reason why I do spiritual baths. That's another reason, family, why I don't like people touching on me. This is another reason why I do my own hair. I do my own nails. I do my own feet, family, because there's certain things that I go through, right? within my own life, right? That I can pick up on others, and depending on what's going on in their life, I'm picking all of that up, right? So for all my spiritual family out there, right? This is not just our gift, our path, right, family? It's not just something that we can just turn on and turn off, right? So it's not something that we could just tap in and give a person a message or a reading and we're just done. Some of our clients, right, and some of our family, because some are just clients, right? Some will just come to me for something, but they're not engaged with me as my spiritual family. So that's what I mean by my clients, right? They just pay for a service and that's it. They come back to me when they need another service and that's it, right? But I have some that's truly became family with me. So these individuals, they like here for a lifetime, okay? They doing more with me. But we as empaths, we as spiritual beings, we can't just turn, our emotions on and off. Some of us, when we tap into that energy, it stays with us. It may even haunt some of us, right? Because we made a connection on that level, and it's like, my goodness, feeling what everybody has been through or what that individual has been through, right? It stays with us. So we are connected to them in that way, right? We can actually feel what they are going through. So I want you all to know this, right? For a lot of us, family, that's doing that type of work, right? It's not an easy road, but I know that, like the ancestors has always said, you as a messenger, you must give the message, right? And sometimes the message may be overwhelming. Sometimes the energy may be overwhelming, but I know I must get that message through to you somehow, right? It's not easy, family. Good morning, family. Good morning, T. Rose. Good morning, Antoinette. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Ellis. So these are the things that's going on. And I'm going to say another thing. Just like I briefly did a chit chat with you, Christina, if you are up here, right? Because I know sometimes you all will respond in the email, and sometimes it take me a little minute to get back into my emails, or sometimes other people that I have to get to, I'm vested in them now, right? So I have to put my emails on hold, and then when I'm finished working with certain people, then I get back in my email. So I flip-flop back and forth, right? So sometimes it may take me a minute to get back in the email. So sometimes I express what I'm going to say here on the live, so that way whoever's in here, they can get the message and they'll have it. But just like you was expressing some things with your father, right? I was picking up all that energy. And like I said, and I'm gonna say this, right? Family, when I pick up energy like that on you, it's for a reason. Sometimes what our parents have or what our parents suffer from, family, you'll find yourself suffering from. You understand how that goes? So these things be hereditary. These things be generational curses. These things could be generational blessings, right? So just to let you all know that, okay? Because sometimes when you're closely connected with someone, or someone is in your presence or anything like that, and I'm picking up their energy intertwined with your energy, because that happens as well. I want you all to know that you need to pay attention to that as well. The same symptoms that somebody else may be suffering from, it will present itself down the line with you as well later on, okay? So especially when they are our parents, okay? So just to let you all know that, right? So it's some things that goes on in our life, right? It's some things that we witness. It'll present itself, family, okay? Through us, through our children, through our parents, through our grandparents. So we see these things. Antoinette said, I'm up now, meditation mode and all. Yes, family. I was up here doing meditation, family. So that's one of the things. I'm a big, I'm very big on that. So I'll tell you all, family, real quick, get yourself a meditation, right? Definitely get yourself a meditation. Definitely. But I was here and I was just sitting here doing this is my other space, right? My other sacred space that I'll sit here and I'll just go into meditation and do communication with the ancestors, right? I get a lot of clarity in here. I used to have a mirror right here, family. Those of you all who know, you know, right? But I covered it up because I had so much crazy energy coming through here. Sometimes I'm like, I got to tune it off, turn it out, right? I don't want to see. So I just covered it up, okay? But that's what's going on here. So I put this little tapestry here, and I like this. I like this tapestry, right? Bringing the energies together, something that I always speak of. Bring everything from the dark to the light, right? So I got the sun and the moon energy, because that's basically what it's telling us, right? Anything that's going on in the dark, any secrecy, any deception, right? All the unwanted emotions, we must bring it to the light. So these are the things that a lot of my family is working on now, right? Some of us is struggling with bringing some things to the light, okay? Some of us is holding on to these things where I say, family, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it out. You gotta talk about it. You gotta bring it to the light, because that's what gives us longevity within our lifespan. When we hold on to those unwanted feelings, those unwanted emotions, those secrets, the deception, right? It eats us up. It actually give us cancer in the body. That's one of the weighted sins that we get for the things that we have been doing. Okay, I want you all to know that this is so very true. This is so very true, family. Okay, so that's one of the things that is going on out here, right? And those of you who ever did like a because I know like some of you all are into these charts, some of you all are into what else is this that y'all into? Something else somebody was telling me. And yes, these charts is very true, but family, you all gotta learn how to master these things, right? These planetary alignments that you all fall into, right? It's a cycle, right? It's a wheel, family. And it's whatever the wheel is, but it's a wheel. It's actually like the wheel, okay? So the ship wheel tells you actually the ship you come out of, so the temple you come out of, right? So it tells you in the physical and the spiritual life, on that aspect, it tells you the actual ship, right, you come out of. So the foundation you come from. So everybody didn't come off of a ship, right? Some of us has come from right here, wherever you may be, okay? Some of us, we have come out of a temple. It just tells us about our soul, right? Where our soul has come from. So you'll see others along your path that's just like you in some ways, right? Y'all have come from that same portal, that tells us the space, right? That space, and everything that's centered around that space is your universe. So basically, you just have to know how to navigate your universe, right, family? The universe that says that you have the will. You have control over the will. So control over that will, saying that I have the willpower to do X, Y, and Z. I have the willpower to love. I have the willpower to receive knowledge. I have the willpower to gain spiritual growth. I have the willpower to change my financial situation, right? You have the will in your hands. Some of my family up here right now, they have the will. They have navigation of that will in their hands. So they could do all kinds of things with their universe. So you are the being that controls the universe. I hope you all know. You are the being that controls the universe. So it's you right there in the center of that space, right? That's the soul. That's the portal that you are in. And everything surrounding you is your universe. So it's all the planetary energy that you are aligned with. See, we all, and it's not that, and I want to make sure I say this correctly, because some people think that the planet control them. If you vibrating on a low frequency, yeah, the planetary energy, if it's not the best, yes, it will control you, family, right? So you'll be out there. It's kind of like a possession, okay? It's kind of like when the full moon come up and the wolf energy come through. People are out there acting a fool, right? People are out there acting a fool. But see, when you raise the frequency, right, you're not out there doing those things. You know how to take advantage of that full moon energy and make it work for you. Okay, so you're in there, and your universe consists of the full moon, the sun, the new moon, the waning moon, the waxing moon, right? It consists of all of that. And in each phase of that, right, you have a moon, you have a planetary energy going around that. So that's your universe. If you all know where your planetary alignment falls in, because it's not just one or two, right? Because I think they tell you that about like 1, 2, or 3, right? Is many others. Everyone that I just mentioned, you have a space right in there, right, where you're plugged in, and it tells you. I think I did moon phases with a lot of the family, right? The moon phases, I did like moon cycles, moon phases with a lot of the family. You all should have like a chart of that, and it tells you the different herbs that you should use, the different cycles and what the energy present itself. And I think I did it too by blood type, right? The birthright by blood type. So now not only do you all know the blood type, now you all should know your birthright as far as your birth date and how it aligns you into that will. See, how it depends on how you navigating inside that will. Some of you all get this, what I'm saying, some of you all won't get it, and that's okay. But for some of my family that I'm working with, I'm going to show you all how to get it so you can navigate and work your universe, because that's the thing, that's the secret, that's the key, and that's the things that they don't want family to know, that they don't want family to master, is navigating within your own universe and controlling the outcome of situations regarding your universe, because there's certain times where you could tap in depending on what planets that you rule. Okay, the planet don't rule you. Ancestors always said you control the outcome of the situation. Okay, we rule in this energy. The planet just presents the energy to us, so we have that energy there, but we getting ready to control the outcome of this. Okay, so which means it's certain times that we should be tapping into energies, doing certain things and working with our ancestors, and trust me, the doors will open. So if anybody have certain just say planets and a planetary alignment, and there's a powerful planet that they working with there, because we all get a negative and we all get a positive, right? Is our strength and our weakness. So we all have that. We just have to know how to master it, right? You pair up that weakness with a high frequency alignment, family, and you on the ball. Okay, you could do some things, you could maneuver some things in your life, you could tap into energy during certain phases of the cycle in your life, and guess what? And you can make it your desired outcome. So I hope you all know that. Okay, so that's just a little extra that I'm just speaking of today, right? And so for some of you all will understand it later once I start getting into that with you all, because that's something that a lot of my family that I have gotten into it with, but some of you all, you don't know, and I will be getting into that with some of the family, because that's important, and you all should know that. Okay, we all should know how to master our universe, because we are the spiritual beings. We are the divine light, right? That controls the universe, right? We work in conjunction with the Creator, the Most High, our universal frequencies, right? And our ancestors, and we make some things happen on a supernatural level. So I want you all to know that, right? It's some things that goes on out there in this universe, and it's like the ancestors just waiting for us to make that universal connection, make that connection, right? Make that ancestral connection, make the connection with the God, right? Because we are the gods and the goddesses in there within that space, right? We walk in the Creator image. All right, so we are the gods and the goddesses, family. Once you know that you are the god and the goddess, you can master everything else, right? So I want you all to know that at Ellis, your meditation and during hours of darkness. Antoinette said, I'm that I have the power. Yes, of course. T Rose, we were told not at all. Sister, can you confirm this, please? Yes, Ellis. Yes, Ellis. We wasn't burning any candles at all, family. And I had just spoke about it in the beginning, so you all may have missed that message if you all just coming in a little later, a couple of minutes later, because I was just speaking about that with the opening, right? We wasn't burning candles at all for a while, right? Because I was still waiting for confirmation from the ancestors regarding some things, because the ancestors had shut everything down with the candle burning, right? But it's some things that we need to know about our candle burning. Yes, you could burn your candles in darkness. You could burn your candles during meditation. You could burn your candles in the midst of the darkest hours of your life. Okay. Another thing is, do not burn your candles on your ancestors' altar. Right? You could burn it in your sacred space, but not on your ancestors' altar, because the ancestors was speaking about the divine light, right? And they need the natural light. So do not burn the candles on the actual ancestors' altar. You can burn it in your sacred space. You can burn it anywhere else that you may be doing, your meditation or whatever, your sacred area, but don't burn it on the actual ancestors' altar itself. So those of you all who, because you all should have a space where you go and just do prayer and meditation other than your ancestors' altar, right? So don't burn the candle itself on your ancestors' altar. Let your ancestors' altar, you should have it with the rays of light, your ancestors' altar. Let your ancestors' altar get the natural rays of light, okay? So I hope I'm clear for some of you all. And that's okay. And that's okay, Sean. That's okay. But this is the thing, like how the ancestors were saying, right? They need that energy source, right? They need to follow the divine light, but the divine light, that's the natural light. Okay, family? They need the strength of the natural sunlight. So that's why we're not burning no candles on the ancestors' altar. We opening up curtains. We putting ancestors' altars near the windows so they can get the natural elements. All right? Our candles that we are burning, that is a substitute for the divine light, that is off of our ancestors' altar. That could be in another sacred space or during meditation or anything in darkness when we going into meditation or anytime in the deepest hours, right, of our life. But we're not burning it on the altar, okay? Not on the ancestors' altar. Reading what you are saying. Got it. Yes. All right, family. So yes, you can still burn your candles, but off of the ancestors' altar. So that's something separate, right? That's something separate. So I just wanted to come up here, right, family, and just do a little chit chat because I haven't done that in a minute. So I said, let me do a quick chit chat before I get out of here. And you all may hear my birdie Skittles in the background, right? I have moved my Skittles area, so he's like right over here. Okay, he's like right over here in my area, family. So he wants to talk too, and sometimes when I'm talking, he have to get louder. Okay, he got to get louder than me. But I just wanted to share that with you all, family, and know that, family, those of you all who may be going through some things, make sure that you make it a testimony. Turn it into, something that can help others, right? Make sure that you are doing it. Make sure that you are staying in prayer. Make sure that you're staying in meditation, right? Because that's important, right? It's some things that's going on here, and we need to know how to navigate our paths, right? But it's just so much, right? So much that I've been sharing and teaching the family, and family who knows, right? And I say family, and my family is up here. My family could be a living testimony for a lot of things that I have taught them. I have shown them. They know, right? And it's hands down, undeniable. Ancestors is always 100% correct, right? I don't go against what the ancestors say. They'll bring it to the light. Right? And I've showed family time after time again, a lot of things, and we've seen it with our own eyes. We just sit back in the background and we just watch certain things play out, family, and just as the ancestors say, that's what it is, right? So yes, family, don't go against what your ancestors are saying. So if your intuition is calling you and tugging you to something, believe it, right? So I want you all to know that. Thanks for all you do. And may the Most High bless Elja for being a blessing to me. Yes, Sean. Yes, Sean. Yes, I have a lot of the spiritual family that's up here that's just they're a blessing. They're just a blessing, right? Um they look out for one another. The love is, oh my goodness, the love that my spiritual family shows one another and show me as well, right? I'm telling you, family, I can't even put it in words the way my heart feel when I see you all do the things that you do for each other and for me as well. I'm gonna say, right? You all are amazing, family. I love you all so much, right? You all are on it as well. You all have shown me so much, right? Through the years, okay? The strength that you all have. You all just been pushing through, knocking down barriers, making these things happening, garnering these blessings, turning lives around, right? Not just yourself and your family, but your friends too, right? Your spiritual family as well. You all been doing some things. You all been a blessing for others, right, along your path. So you all are really, you're the best, right? You're the best. So I'm gonna say that you all have been doing your thing, family. I appreciate all of you, right? I love all of you. You all are, I, like I said, I can't even describe the way my heart feels. You know how your heart just do like these flutters, like, oh my goodness, ancestors just do these things. Like anytime when the ancestors know that I need a hug that day, I could just feel the warmth and the tightness come over me, like the hug, the spiritual hug. It's just a crazy, amazing feeling, family. If you ever felt that, if you ever sat in meditation and you've been down or saddened by something, because I have plenty of times, right? I have plenty of times. I've went into meditation, family, and just let it all out with the ancestors, right? Sometimes I tap into a case, family, and the case that I've tapped into, it just took me for a loop, right? Like I wasn't expecting that. And I'll just go into meditation because I'm like, my goodness, right? It's just some things that I picked up and I'm like, I don't want to believe it, but I know if that's what I'm picking up, I know that's what's going on, right? And I go to the ancestors, right, into meditation, and I just let it all out, and I could just feel the warmth of the ancestors just hugging me, right? Just embracing me, and it's a good feeling, right? The energy is a good feeling, family, and that's what my spiritual family brings to me, right? Whenever I'm just smiling, cheesing from ear to ear at how my family is conversing in the comment section and the love that they showing amongst each other, right? I'm just cheesing from ear to ear because sometimes I don't catch all your comments, right, on the live because I be so preoccupied doing a reading or engaging in whatever I'm engaging in that I skip over a lot of the comments. So when I go back to the comment section, family, and I replay it and look at what the family is speaking about in the comment section, I'm just cheesing from ear to ear the love that you all show each other, right? And I can just feel like the squeeze on my heart, right? The warmth, and the ancestors saying, yeah, they getting it, right? Yes, the love. Look at the love. Look at the love that's radiating through my spiritual family, right? We have to put that love out there in the universe, as much love as we can out there in the universe, right? And like I said, we could shift a lot of things along our path, family. Let's see how we could really navigate and shift some things along our path, because in this will that I speak about, right, family, when I tell you all that that's your will, right? You control the will. If you go just get a handle of that will and navigate it, right? That will tells you about your whole universe. See, within that universe, it's a layout. The layout tells you not just your life path. It doesn't have to be that way. It's there. The energy presents itself. It's there. So basically, when it presents itself, it's like you at some point you're gonna come into contact with it because that's in the universe, right? You're gonna come, but see, others don't understand it's your will. So you control the outcome of it. You're either going to go right or you're going to go left. Understand? So the things that's written, like the ancestor says, are written. But the choice that you make isn't written. Although most of you all, and I'm going to say all of us, the ancestors already know the path we already going to choose. The thing is, they rooting for you to choose the right path. So sometimes a little light bulb switch in our head and tells us, oh, I better not go that way. I better go this way. But how are you going to do that without the proper guidance? That's the thing. We all go down the dark path because we don't have the proper guidance. We don't have the love, right? When we don't have the love or the proper guidance, most of the time we are vibrating off a low frequency. So that means we are doing all the undesirable things in our life. So we make bad choices during that time. See, that's the outcome that the ancestors is rooting against. They want us to all choose the right path. And you'll see how your life plays out, right? Or how you want your life to play out. You choose that. You control that, how you want it to play out. You see your life expectancy and everything is up to you. The thing with that is a lot of us had already made a lot of choices that wasn't the best along our life, right? And some of us is paying now for the choices that we have made in the past. That's the thing. So we're going to go down some of that dark roads because we're paying for some of the past. That's why I said, family, we should be repenting. We should be repenting. A lot of us need to be repenting for some of the things that we have already done, right? We need to be asking the Most High, our ancestors, and the universe to have mercy on our soul for some of the things that we have done along our path. Because we can't change that. We can't change what we did in the past, but we could correct it going forward, right? So there's steps that we need to take in order to have prosperity, in order to have longevity within the prosperity, within our lifespan or anything like that. We need to be doing some changes, right? We need to be navigating in here. But how you going to know how to do it if you don't know where to begin? Meditation, repenting for some things, bringing all the dark secrets to the light, helping others along their path so they won't go down the same dark road that we have been through. So we are supposed to be the spiritual teachers along our path, right? Even if we can't fully be a spiritual teacher to everything because we don't have all the knowledge, but we could be the spiritual teacher for the things that we have been through in our life that took us down the dark path, right? So now we're going to help others so they don't have to go down the dark path that we did, right? So we bring that to the light. So it's things that we must be doing. How blissful day, Miss T and everyone. You too, Antoinette. Praise the word tonight shift. Ann says, you are truly a blessing, Queen. Love is what you are. Much thanks to the Most High and the ancestors for your existence present in our lives. Yes, thank you, Ann. And you are a blessing as well. And I thank you so much for that message. Yes, thank you. Deneen say thank you so much because I needed to hear this. Yes, Deneen. So there are some things that we have to be doing, right, along our path. And don't worry, a lot of us is getting it, right? And those of us that don't get it yet, we are following suit. So we're going to pick it up, okay? As long as you continue to be with those who is, raising the frequency, so they raising the bar, they doing things with positive intentions, right? As long as you around beings like that, you're going to be okay, right, family? Because that's what we have to do. We have to be around uplifting beings, right? Uplifting energy. That's what we have to be around, family. I was just speaking about that too, about these different frequencies and how they're killing us, right? They put all the damaging frequencies, and when I say frequencies, I mean like people that's doing low vibrating things. Like one is this music, right? Some of this music that we listen to and we bring into our soul, we let it into our space, right? It's damaging. It does trauma to the internal body. And trauma to the soul. And anybody who knows when you operate out of trauma, it shortens the lifespan. So they bring all of this low vibrational frequencies in our area, and they have us gravitate towards it. We think that this is a good thing, but it's really not, family. It's damaging to the soul. And in return, when you vibrating off those low frequencies, those are the people that go out there and they shoot up everything, right? They rob, they rape, they do all kind of things out there. So be mindful. That's my time. I got to get ready to get out of here. So you all need to be mindful of the frequency that you all are vibrating to. Okay? Please be mindful of that, right? Get on your singing bowls. Get you all some singing bowls and get on your singing bowls. Do some things, right? Shift that energy, because when you get on your singing bowls, family, you align the cells, right? Within. You can change the sickness, the illness that's going on in your body. I hope you all know that, right? You get on your singing bowls, you can do these things. So you all should be doing these things, right? You all should be playing some tunes, get on your singing bowls and whatever else spiritual instruments that you may be using. And you need to be listening to them soothing tunes, right? The vibrational tunes. You all need to be shifting the frequency within, right? Pull the energy in, because sometimes we need to pull the energy in, and sometimes we need to let it outward. So if you're on your singing bowl, right, when you're letting it out, make sure you're turning it to the right. When you're wheeling it in, make sure you turn it to the left. All right, family? So just to let you all know, because we want to usher it in. So turn it to the left and usher it in, right? When you want to bring it out there in the universe and to others, turn it to the right. Okay? You all will get it. All right? You all will get it. And I tell you, family, sometimes you only need one good singing bowl, right? Don't let them fool you, family. That's another thing. Don't let them fool you and have you thinking that you got to get A, you got to get B, you got to get G. You get you one good tuning bowl, right? One good, and you can change the frequency, right? Depending on how you play it. You can do everything with that one bowl. Okay? You can do everything with that one bowl. It would tune in everything with that one bowl. Okay? Just let you all know that. Okay? Thank you, Deneen. You all, thank you, Prayers at Work. I'm gonna get off of here, family. I want you all to have a prosperous day, family. Make sure, just like I said, go on meditation. Say some positive affirmations over yourself, your loved ones, of protection, peace. Make sure that you all are doing that before you head out that door. Make sure you are doing it when you rise. Make sure you do it before you lay your head to bed. Right? It's some things we have to be doing. Okay? Love you all, family.